up, Sherpa Network? Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Jonathan Tenenbaum, aka JT, aka Jay On, aka Sherpa Winfrey, and I'm the host and producer of Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains. Today's show is a Domain Sherpa review, and this is where we get into the minds of successful domain investors using real examples so we can learn strategies and tactics to become more successful domain name investors ourselves. It's a mouthful, but these are the experts. And there's 4 segments to a Domain Sherpa review. We've got the grand opening. That's why I intro the Sherpas. We see what's going on with them. We talk about some related things, maybe some unrelated things. We'll see what how far off the reservation Drew wants to get today. See if I got to use the mute button at all. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get into segment 2, which is the domain game. That's what we hear about with the Sherpas recently bought or sold. Everybody guesses on the price. And then somehow, some way, someday, we'll get some swag to the winner. And then last week I won, which was cool. So I'm wearing my new swag that I gave myself. Josh, at some point, man, you know what I'm saying? I know Shane's got it. He's consistent. I gotta hook you up, bruh. You know, just come through, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
what are you doing later?
man, yeah, it's not like I see you more than anyone else here, but oh yeah.
I got a closet full of gear, man. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, the driveway, and he could pick it up as he drives his kids to school or something.
It is kind of like that. It could be that simple. Or anytime that I'm over in his neighborhood, which is like probably like 4 times a week, you know, or at least I'm driving past his neighborhood probably like every day. And then we got NameJet Gonna Jet. That's where we review a list of domains coming up for auction on NameJet. We see what the Sherpas like, what they don't like, and then we'll close out with grand closing, where we discuss anything we haven't covered already, talk about what's going on in the domain space, looking at the market trends, current events, allowing our guests to mention or promote anything they want to talk about that we've not already talked about. Although these aren't our guests at this point, these guys are my co-hosts, and I'm going to go ahead and introduce them. So over to my right, I got my boy Andrew Rosener, the one and only, a.k.a. Morpheus, a.k.a. the Dirk Diggler of digital assets, a.k.a. Bob Lee Swagger, the sniper, a.k.a. Drew. Drew got what I need, a.k.a. every Rosener has its thorn, a.k.a. never going to give Drew up. Get Rick rolled. Graybeard, the domain pirate, in the house with the gray beard. What's going on, man?
All good. All good. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. I got nothing really to do. Other than I just started taking methylene blue today. So if I suddenly turn up dead or like toxic or something, y'all know why. Just, you know, like maybe wait a week and see how I feel a week from now.
Let's go.
And then, you know. But I've been experimenting on myself lately. And I will also say that I recently, about a week ago, started getting sick. And, you know, you hear all this shit about ivermectin and people love it. People hate it. It's the devil. It's the horse dewormer. But then other people are like, best thing since sliced bread. I was like, fuck it. So I got myself some ivermectin. And as soon about day 2 of feeling like I was coming down with something, I took it. And I will tell you firsthand, I am not recommending this. It's not medical advice. I am not a doctor, nor do I want one, nor do I, Freudian slip. I don't want a doctor. I don't want nothing. But what I will tell you is my personal experience was that within 24 hours, I was basically 100%. Now, I don't even know what I was coming down with. I don't know nothing. I had a sore throat. I had a headache. I was definitely getting sick. I was a little bit feverish. I took it, and 24 hours later, I took 18 milligrams, 3 little tabs. And then the next day, I took 18 milligrams in the morning. And then by that evening, I was basically 100%. So anyways, I don't know. It's not medical advice. I'm just putting it out there. This is my personal experience. And I am, I think what we need in this world is a little bit of truth. There's a lot of bullshit out there. And I love reading the bullshit, but we do need to get to the truth. So I am just trying to be another cog in the wheel, putting my personal experience out there. The ivermectin worked for me. I just started taking this methylene blue today. I have no idea. I'm highly skeptical. It tastes horrible. And that shit does not look like something that's supposed to go inside your body. That shit is like, that crazy, lollipop blue. That shit stayed in your mouth for 3 days. Good type of blue.
What did the vet say that who you bought it from?
It's blue dye is what it is.
So I don't know what I'm working with, and I definitely am not making any recommendations, but I'm putting it out there. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm.
I like full transparency. Full transparency is good. Just funny how he's like, "Nah, I'm good. I got nothing." Oh, by the way, I just started taking bendazine and bada and formaldehyde blue and shit.
Yeah.
And I do find it all very interesting. I think the alternative medicine. We've
What we do know, here's the only thing we do know is that all the shit we've been told about medicine, that shit is all a lie. Now, I'm not saying everything's bad, but like we have 2 categories of medicine, and one of them we do really well. That's like acute medicine. That's like you fell off a motorcycle, broke some shit, scraped the skin off your back. We got you. Like the world of medicine, we got you. We will put you back together like Humpty Dumpty. You'll be all good again, as good as you can be. And we've pretty much mastered that shit. We're good at it. But when it comes to chronic illness, I'm telling you that my opinion is that literally 99% of doctor recommendations, orthodox knowledge in the space on all chronic illness is absolute garbage at best and dangerous at worst. I know this also firsthand because I've been diagnosed with 2 autoimmune diseases, coincidentally, since taking that freaking jab. But I have 2 autoimmune diseases. And so I have 6 different specialists who specialize in various forms of chronic disease. And I'm telling you that everything they've told me to do is either something I chose not to do because I know it will be harmful, or it's been useless, or it's been probably harmful at some point in the future. And everything that like my Chinese medicine doctor, my functional nutritionist, and then a bunch of weird people I follow on the internet, everything they told me to do, that shit works. Like literally, I'm here, I'm fucking great. I feel great. I'm lifting weights. I work out 5 days a week. I feel fantastic. And it's only because of this stuff that the alternative people told me
He's
to do.
on trend TRT.
Chronic illness is something that we don't do well. And in fact, it's quite the opposite. I think we literally just harm people with most of the medical, this is again, my opinion, most of what's going on in that chronic illness world, which is all metabolic disease, all, genetic.
Yeah. So I'm with you. And I think that's actually what I was about to say, which is, what we have discovered is that modern medicine doesn't really care about trying to keep you healthy as much as it's trying to, squeeze the,
turn into a business
to keep,
exactly.
They're
like, oh shit, look at this. Oh, I know how to get money from this dude on a subscription basis for the rest of his literally living life.
Bro, medicine is just a SaaS business. You know what I'm saying?
It's a SaaS business. Like the original SaaS. It's literally the original SaaS business. That's it.
They're just trying
Drew,
to
I'm
get
gonna tell you one thing though. You haven't gone down the rabbit hole until you bought your medicine in rubles.
No doubt. Kane, aka Chicka Slim Shady, Super Pickle. What's happening, man? What's good?
What's up? Good to be here, dude.
Oh wait, my screen just there we go. All right, how you doing, man? What kind of fucking weird supplements are you on?
Just vitamin D, creatine, and magnesium.
Oh, there we go. All right, I take I take pretty much all of those. Although I try to get my vitamin D the natural way out in the sun. You know what I mean? We're starting to get some better weather here in Florida, which is pretty cool. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I get my fair share of that as well. I do think that if I don't take those supplements, I don't know if it's like in my head a placebo, but if I don't take those supplements, I do feel like my immune system goes down a little bit, or I don't recover as well, or I don't sleep as well. Whatever.
What do you mix your creatine in? Like mine's my go-to is either yogurt or cottage cheese. What do you mix your creatine in?
Why do you need fat for creatine?
it mixes well. I can't taste, like, it's just something that I eat anyway that mixes well with it.
Yeah, I don't.
creatine. I just figured it's marketing bullshit, but it says like ultra pure.
How do you take it? Like,
dude, I just toss it in water, swirl it around, and I throw it back. It has very little flavor, and it dissolves in the water like very quickly, like nearly instantaneous.
Same thing, Josh?
No, I take the pills now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the powder pills too. I use those on the road.
Yeah, I mean, I don't take. I remember back in the day, I don't know, like 15 years ago or whatever. You know, they were saying that there might be some, you know, side effects on the, I think, like liver and.
It was kidneys. They used to say that's why I used to take it when I was like really big into weightlifting back in the day, 25 years ago, and then I stopped taking it because I think it was my mother was like, "Oh, I heard on the news like your kidneys are going to explode if you take too much creatine." And I mean, again, let me just remind everybody: whatever they tell you not to take, it's probably exactly the shit you should be taking. You should probably be doubling down. And the shit that they're like, "Oh, take this. This is really great for you." Like Tylenol and you know, whatever else they tell you to take, statins. Like, don't take that. That shit'll kill you.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in creatine. I think it's more for your mental. I think it's really good for your mental.
Creatine, they just came out. They're saying it's like probably the super drug against preventing neurodegenerative disease.
All right, well,
rounding it all together, if you're staying healthy, your brain works better.
That's it. Healthy body, healthy mind.
You have a longer day. You can go deep into. You can work deeper into the night. You can work longer in the day. You can be more efficient. Like, it ties together, man. To be better at non-athletic things, you still have to be healthy. It's how it works.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. And as you get older, right? And now look, everybody's been so sick, the flu, all these, you know what I mean? Josh mentioned the immune system. Like, you've really got to, you know, keep your immune system up. I've also been doing that dose for your liver, which is like milk thistle and a little bit of turmeric. And
that's what this tea I'm drinking. I got turmeric, milk thistle. I got dandelion.
Dandelion, yeah, dude, that's all. Yeah, dandelion. This is what's in.
I got ginkgo biloba. I got moringa.
You've always been a big moringa fan. You've always been a moringa fan, man. That's always like
one of the best spectrums of amino acids that exist.
Look at us. Joe Rogan's got nothing on us. We're like leading the edge.
I don't even know where my sheet is, where I got my AKAs, although I know by now. Below me, we got my boy Shane Cultra, aka Sugar Shane, aka Honey Shane, aka Supplement Shane, aka Mike Rowe, aka Blame It on the Shane, aka House of Shane, aka the Culture Club, the Culture Personality, doing it for the culture. What's up, bruh? What's going on?
Well, I just want to tell everybody we broke the record for fastest escape room in Vegas. That was the highlight of my month.
It wasn't the fastest, but we did good. We did.
Well, they told us that it was the fastest of the day. So
it was the fastest of the day. And what they said was that 3 other groups had tried that same escape room that day and did not escape. So we were, you know, so that was pretty cool. And it wasn't easy.
You guys, Jen, and who else?
Yeah, so we had a whole squad. It was like we were deep. It was we had Jen, we had Amar, we had Josephine, we had Camilla, we had Tiffany, we had Sophia, Shane, Braden, Slavic, myself.
Nice.
Did I miss anybody? Was that the whole team?
There's $1 billion worth of domains there.
And yeah, this one was really dope. So shout out. I have to look up the one that we went to. Trapped. Yeah, shout out to Trapped. They had been around for a while, so it was a little older, you know, like but the thing was super cool. We had to all rock tactical vests, so we were like, and then it was very interactive. So the folks at the place, you know, were like acting in a role in this, like, you know, we had to basically go into a corporation's business, an evil corporation, to steal this formula thing that they were going to do to poison a whole lot of people. And so we had to break in and get into the president's office. Shane was like tech support. There were like multiple computers that needed to be utilized, including one that had these like closed circuit cameras. And he was like totally.
I had to use a closed circuit camera to go into another office to look at a picture on a table that had the dog's collar's name so we could figure out how many letters were in the password.
Yeah.
Like,
and then from there,
Way harder than my daughter's escape room.
It was tough,
That's
man.
tough.
It was cool. Like, it was cool. And then we all had different roles. It was so funny. So I'll do this quick and then we'll get into the domain game. But so some of the vests, like one was like demolition, and that was Braden was wearing it, and it's in the pocket. It has a package of C4, and they're like, you're gonna need that at some point. And then the next vest, they're like, it was like tactical, and it was like, this is and it was Shane, and they're like, there's the detonator for the C4. They're like, but whatever you do, don't hit it, sir. Stop hitting the button. You're like, it's not working. He's still here. Braden's still here.
Well, I saw it on Braden. I thought it was my best shot.
It was. They're like, but whatever you do, don't press the button, sir. Don't press the button. You're like, it's not working. But it was actually super dope. It was a lot of fun, and it was a great group. And big shout out to the whole team, because then we ended up going out. That was like my birthday dinner, which I'm very grateful for. That was a lot of fun. And it was a nice way to close out the Vegas trip. And so big shout out to everybody. That was a part of that. So that was.
They say these things are for team bondings and bringing in corporations, and I was like, no, it's for a 12-year-old birthday party. But when you go back at it, it literally is group work and fun and thinking, and like it was way harder than I thought. I came home, and when I came home, somebody invited me to a murder mystery, and I told my wife, I said, I went to an escape room. Hey, do you want to go to a murder mystery? And she goes, you fucking nerd. What happened in Vegas?
Next is going to be a Lord of the Rings marathon. Like, come on.
Right. New image.ai. All right. I was just yesterday or 2 days ago.
All right.
New image.ai.
Yeah. New image.ai.
New image or image?
New image.
Image. Image.ai would be pretty sick.
Yeah, that's a little bit different.
I added an extra 0,
Maybe a couple of zeros.
All right.
New image.ai. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, flip it. All right, I'm at 5,000. Shane's at 9,800, and Drew is at 12,895.
I was gonna go 98.95.
I was gonna go 7,500, but
it was 10 grand, so Shane got it.
Dang. Nice. That's dope. So, tell us about it. When did you buy it? How long did you hold it? What did you buy it for? And what can you tell us about the sale?
Yes, I sold it on Afternic. I hand registered it I hand registered it in, let me just check the actual date, but it was recent, fairly recent. Yeah, hand registered it as Spaceship on August 3rd last year. So,
wow.
Yeah, not even, what was that,
Awesome.
6 months? 6 months
See
old?
how easy this domaining is, kids?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. I don't know,
awesome.
man. I came to Sherpa today to say that I am incredibly bullish on .ai names.
Did you? Based on the sale or just in general?
I mean, that's not why I'm here, but I really think that .ai names are going to be insane this year. And like I don't know, it's just the interest that I'm seeing on my small portfolio of .ai names just leads me to believe, and just like it's also like bad .ai names are selling as well. When the bad .ai names start selling like hotcakes, there's a frenzy that's happening, and I think that this year is that year.
What we moved into is 2-word AI we're selling. That's what changed this year. Is like and it's exciting because last year I hand registered a bunch of AIs, and now they're good. Like last year you could pick them up, and I'm like, now people are, offering $1,000 or $2,000, and you're saying, nah, I'm gonna wait. But it's always good to have that addition to your portfolio, right? Like we already know we already know where we stand in .com. We've been on co's and IOs. To add another string is like, it's fantastic. It's just one more thing to sell. So whether you like it or not, it doesn't really matter.
I wouldn't want to own like thousands and thousands and thousands
of
of
cost too much.
But I think that what what you own today, you're gonna have a higher sell-through rate this year than you've had previously.
Okay.
That's a good statement.
Well, cool, man. That's what's up. Well, congratulations. That's a great sale.
Yeah.
And,
Can't wait for 1 year from now to just shit on you and tell you how you were so wrong.
Yeah,
But okay, less uncertainty now that Identity Digital is managing it rather than the one schmuck living on an island in the Caribbean. So I don't know. I don't. How are you saying? Like,
I agree with you.
what does winning look like? I guess that's the question. What does winning look like?
I agree with
If you
you. I agree
go
with you.
all in on Beyond.
I'll say this. I will say this. As a domain investor, if you want to be at the top of the game as a domain investor, it is your responsibility to identify value. Identify value. And
Deep
if
fucking value.
fucking
DPV.
and while a lot of that deep fucking value is in high-end .com names, there is deep fucking value across the board, and it is your responsibility to identify it, whether that is in a .ai, in a .co, on a .io, .org, .net. It does not matter, but you have to understand when it's value and when it's not. So if you see a great .net, I don't freaking like .net, but if I see a .net that's $1,000 and it's a great SLD and I know that it's worth $5,000 at wholesale, you better buy that fucking name, and you need to understand the market, right? And if you don't, then you're not identifying value correctly and you're not doing your job as a domain investor, which means that everyone that takes the stance of saying everything else other than .com is shit and you shouldn't be investing in it is missing value and not doing what they should be doing as a domain investor, because as a domain investor, it's not your responsibility to say .com or nothing. It's your responsibility to say, I'm looking for the best value purchase that I can make at this given time for an ROI. And for the most part, for most people, I agree with you. You should probably just focus on what you know, because you may not be capable of understanding the market in depth, like potentially you do, or I do, or Shane does, or JT does. But if you want to get really good at this game and you want to maximize opportunities, then you better understand the full scope of the market, because if you don't, you're not going to get many opportunities. Because guess what? If you're purely focused on the top end, high end .com names, you're in competition with guys like you, with other big boys that are coming in, and they're gonna eat it all up. So if you're not able to identify value across the board where they're not interested in, you're gonna fail.
I'll just say all those 5 letters that I bought, a while ago.
This is a sale?
Sale, yeah.
All right. Moxb.com.
I only do .com, so.
Moxb.com.
All right, let's go. We're waiting on you, Drew. I mean,
you're waiting on JT.
Oh,
yeah.
My bad.
All
right, 6,000. So I'm at 6,000. Josh is at $7,111. Drew's at $9,895.
$6,250.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Feeling like my Eagles right now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Pat Mahomes? There's a bag of bones in the catacombs. You feel me? All right.
This isn't scripted.
Oh, that wasn't yours. You had the script all wrong, man. You said it was going to be the Chiefs are going to be killing them, and then the Eagles are going to come back in the second half and win.
I'm just telling you the script that I read about from a random guy on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I can't control.
You can't trust that guy. Yeah. You can't trust the random guy on the internet to be accurate with his sources and his stuff. All right, Shane, talk to us. That's awesome. But what'd you purchase it for? How long did you have it? And
it was
it's awesome
hand rag maybe 8-9 years ago when I did a couple hundred of them. And they're just firing off now. Actually, it was on Brand Bucket, which I don't have a ton of names left, but I haven't forgotten to raise anything there. So normally my 5 letters are $9,000, depending on how good they are, or more, and they've just been firing off every couple of weeks now. It's been good.
That's awesome. Well, you feel like that's kind of where we are, like 4 character, 5 character. I mean, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 5 letter brandables. Just like I had a thing that I did 2 matching consonants and a vowel at the end. So like kappa.com and hoppo.com. Like I couldn't really afford at the time CVCV, so I formed my own 5-letter version of it. And I just hand-regged as many as a couple hundred of them. I have a portfolio of like 300 of them on the side, and it's good for 15 grand a month for a long time now, I think.
Bye.
About w0.com. Okay.
That's only 260 of those, right? Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's much more scarce than a 2letter.com.
Yeah.
It's literally the scarcity other than numerics. You only got 99, or I guess you have 100 with 00. Is 00? Is that a domain? Does that exist?
Probably, but that's a good
Have a cool domain. 00s.
I probably have no idea what
had
this
that
goes
coming
for.
across my
Like,
radar. Huh?
I have no idea what a name like this goes for. I literally have never seen one come across, which is
What was it
good
again?
for you. Have you, Josh? I've never.
No. What was it again?
W0, the number 0, 2 character.
All right. I'm ready.
I actually bought K0 and W0 together as a package. Both of them same price, but figured I'd just talk about 00.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
W0. All right. 3, 2, 1, flip. All right. Josh is at 22,500. I'm at 25,000.
I don't know. JT's. I don't know if I trust this.
Shane's
I
at
mean, it's clearly
$75,000.
$25,000.
No way, really? Yeah. Dude,
I
if
don't
I was
trust this.
cheating, I wouldn't have picked the exact fucking number. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what we paid for it. I like it. I think that's a good buy. That's solid.
It's a
great buy.
Look at that. See, that's like a win-win for me across the board. We got a good deal on the name. I was right. I win the domain game. I'm like, it's like right now, man, I'm like Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Let's go. Go Eagles. McNabb and T.O.
Another deep fucking value on DNX.com. HideMe.com. That's like maybe the best VPN domain there is.
Soze is S-O-Z-E, yeah.
Is it?
Soze. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Okay, what is it? I'm lying to you? Oh,
Well,
I just think you're wrong.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It's S-O-Z-E.
Billy, stop. Repeat it.
Right. You're right. It's S-O-Z-E. Right. You're right. It's S-O-Z-E.
Yes, man. I'm gonna let this ride as long as the vibe is positive with coming off the Eagles win.
Jeez, you just got it all. Eagles winning the game.
Hey, you got to be excited, man. Devonta Smith's touchdown was the first time an Alabama receiver caught a touchdown.
Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, from an Alabama mother. Let's go. Go Bama.
Yeah, when everybody watches this, the AMA will have already happened.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be great. Super excited to help the ICA. I think everything they're doing a ton of positive stuff. Just to talk about that for 30 seconds. They
could do a lot more with some USAID money.
If they had that USAID, man, it would have been. They'd be paying for everybody to fly to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We'd be on our own private island for the ICA meetings. Would be a
legitimate of an organization. You have to be a totally illegitimate organization to get
You just have to have no moral compass, and unfortunately, they're actually doing really good work. And
or be related to a Clinton.
Yeah, hey, but let's not make this political for a second, so I can say what I want to say, which is a huge shout out to the ICA. I'm really excited about this opportunity. The AMA will have already happened. I did schedule it at a time that Drew cannot attend, which was strategic. But I thought the meeting in Vegas was excellent. It continues to get better. That's something that we've been supportive of, and we've been on the show, we've talked about it, we've helped, and and I think the update was probably what I was the most impressed with was when Jeremiah and Zach, broke down all the work that they've been doing, all the UDRP education stuff that they've been doing, the work with the panelists, the transfer, the transfer rules, the pricing, trying to keep VeriSign in check, although that's, not an easy task. And so yeah, still a ton of work to do. So anyway, big shout out to the ICA. Very excited about that. And so this will have already aired after that has already happened, but hopefully that'll have gone well. And so when we're here in the future, it'll be all good. So let's keep the streak of winning going. And but again, a lot of work to do, but they've got a great team. The board is great. Very excited about that. So anyway, huge shout out to them.
Amount that slightly above average person could come into the domain industry started today, and execute on. And then let's see how the portfolio, do it all like super trade.
Then hand it over to Chris.
Yeah. And just see how it, see how it performs. I think that would be really cool. I think people would be really into it.
Yeah.
Anybody has any ideas, please contact us.
Yeah.
Gamification and with real money, like oof.
Yeah. It's a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner. Let's get it.
That could be a whole Sherpa show. Something that like do once a month or something with updates, and I don't know. Could be
because
cool.
you've got the reinvestment side when something sells, and you get to.
What would be also cool actually would be like the same thing, but with like us as mentors, where we're actually just taking somebody from the industry, like an up and comer.
Of domains.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like we're seeing, and it's like, well, then you get a little like a tribe, a little team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, who's little
the voice
apprentice
of domaining.
It's like the voice. It's literally like you got to turn the chair. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody we'll have to figure out how they choose. But somebody will come on and give their like some breakdown of like what how they like get picked for each team. Somebody will go and they'll have to come up and give like a breakdown of something they've invested in or some names that they have, and then
hit the buzzer.
Boom, and then they pick which team they want to be on, and then you have your little team. But there are definitely some cool things we could do. And so look, let's take that offline and let's talk about some stuff because we can get creative. And I think something though that does involve something that's trackable and over, some stretch of episodes could be super, super neat. And it would have to obviously be over pretty long, do it once a quarter kind of update. How's it going? What's up with each person's portfolio? What's the deal? And could be a really sick, cool thing. So I'm all about it. So we'll talk, but I like it. See, this is how stuff gets done. All right, now let's move on. We're going on to NameJet Gonna Jet. That's where we review a list of domains coming up for auction. You can go to the
So I agree with Josh on all those. So I think the travel to Japan is if I'm building something out, that's a great name. I think there's so many opportunities. Like if you're a builder, maybe the first one I go to because it's the easiest one to do. You know exactly what you're going to build. It's a travel site. It's a directory. I mean, it's a really good one to do that. I do like the ILIS, the vowel consonant. I like it short. I don't really know what it means. I haven't looked to see who's using that as a brand. I'd have to look that up. But under $7 or $8 grand, it's pretty good. I know a CV 10 grand to 15, depending on the quality of letters. The opposite of vowel consonant still has a lot of value, and I don't see any shitty letters, and it's pronounceable. So I really do like that one, depending on the price. Those are the names that I ask 50 grand plus for and seem to do okay with. Pulse Capital, I agree that, anything capital is pretty good. You just have to wait, but it's got to be one of those Electric Capital, Pulse Capital, all those same terms. Those are all good portfolio ads. If you can
a positive sounding, like kind of real action feeling.
Media used to be the same way, right? Like media names, you would always see them going well at auction because there was a lot of people using media. I don't know how .media affects that. Is it? There's not a .capital, is there? I don't even know. There is. Yeah. I don't know if it's in use.
Media options.
And I know .vc probably takes a little bit from some of that too. But I do like the capital name. I would say, I'll tell you one I don't like is Touch Ups. I think it's a great AI name, but the plural, like I really want Touch Up.
Oh yeah, I would agree. Yes, yeah, that's a great point.
So that S kind of ruins it. But that's a name that you're going to get on X, and everybody's going to tell you how awesome it is in AI, and they're going to tell you everybody does Touch Ups, and they're going to tell you why it's great, and we're going to know the S is what kills it.
Yeah, touchup.com is pretty dope.
I'll take a brandable that I'd love to have is Easy Chef. Like Easy Chef is just a really, if I can pick that up for under $1,000, I'll do it all day, even $1,200. Like those are
that'll go for more than that. That'll go for more.
Yeah,
I like
I
Easy
feel
Chef a lot. It's really the only, now than the 3-letter Easy Chef's the only name on the list I really like.
Yeah,
Those are
well,
the
I think
ones
that's
that-
one where the S about appraisal doesn't really match.
I like Double Your Money. I think Double Your Money would be like a funny little, like, I don't know if it's legal, but like a little online, like an online slot machine. You know what I'm saying? Like where you just like, it's like literally like a blank screen with a button, and you like somehow, you know, put in one ETH, you click the button, and it's either double your money or lose it. You know what I'm saying? And you have a, you know, you open source it so it's like an, you know, it's like an automatic number generator, random number generator. Totally open source
version of pump.fun.
Yeah, but like pump.fun, you make it give you seizures. You know what I'm saying? You go on there and you start looking at that shit, you get seizures. I just want like a little blank website with a button. And it's like, you know, connect your wallet, you can either double your money or lose it all. And it's like just the fact that the button is sitting there and it's on double your money, I guarantee people will push it. Like, you can't put just a button in front of people and be like,
no, bro, I would
double your money.
Push that shit. I would push that shit daily. I'd be like, if I double my money,
everybody's gonna push that shit. People are gonna come and they're gonna be like, "Ah, what idiot would do this?" Next day they're gonna be like, "I wonder if any idiot did this." Next day they're the idiot. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
All right, so we're real quick. So Shane, any last thoughts?
Please, somebody buy doubleyourmoney.com and do that. Just because I just want to see it come to life.
DYM, man. And you do a DYM coin on pump.fun and have it somehow push, like where you can go buy the coin, and that's what you have to wager. You wager the coin.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So you go get either double, the coin is either like $double or $DYM. And then that's what you got to do. You got to buy the coin, and then
under the Trump administration, that might not even be online gambling. That's like,
I mean, that's it.
You guys should actually work together.
I'm on here. They's got a couple good ones on this. You know, they got keep.org off the drop. That's pretty solid. Like, I like that one too.
There's so much stuff. There's so much quality.
There's a lot of great names dropping. There just is. There's a lot of great names that are dropping these days for whatever reason. We went through a lull where I really wasn't excited. You know, there was like a lot of good stuff on the lower end, but there's some really premium, great stuff coming to market. I think somebody must be making deals. Some of the brand management companies, or there's just better deals being made, I think, between registrars and the drop catch services, or you know, the various auction platforms, because good inventory that normally wouldn't expire is going to auction.
Yeah, I tell you what though, keep.org, great name. It's got hold on though, it's got 6 days remaining. It's at $5,555. Let's assume that this thing gets to 10 grand. I'm telling you, these auctions are getting bid to a point where you're better off looking elsewhere to get your deals.
Yeah, that's why I don't really mess with it anymore.
Yeah.
That's what, you know, so EGM, it's like, yeah, great name, but you know, you're gonna probably be 50 grand into that.
Yeah, it's like Samba.com, right? I was excited for that auction.
I love Samba. I mean, the end user on Samba got a hell of a deal.
You weren't gonna be able to.
They literally paid about 10%. You know, that was an amazing name.
Hard to compete as an investor. Like, even if you pay $100K for that
what
name.
Was the one that went on drop catch for like 800 the other day? What was that?
Ben.com.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's like higher than an end user price. Like, I don't know, if you sold that like retail for 800 grand, I'll be like, good sale, man.
You'll see who it is. I mean, he paid like within an hour too. It wasn't like
the
real
deal.
deal.
I know. I was saying this at the ICA. I don't even like that name that much. Like,
thing, right? Because you know, growth happens outside your comfort zone. You know, we talk about it a lot with our kids. We talk about it with respect to athletics, academics, all that kind of stuff. You know, you got to get out of your bubble. You got to get out of your comfort zone to truly grow. And but nowadays, everything feels uncomfortable, right? So it's like, I don't know. Like, it's almost like we've swung so far to where, fuck, man. Like, I'm nervous about everything. You know, I think there's some good
I'm
things.
mad comfortable. I'm mad comfortable. I am so comfortable. I'm like,
Drew, you're
because
comfortable in the
people,
chaos, though. That's your deal. You're
that's
comfortable
Yeah,
it,
in
no,
the
man.
that's
chaos.
your world. No, that's how I am too. Like this is
It's
where
like I'm
all
getting
this.
cozy, like a warm blanket. You know what I mean? Like bring it on. Like I'm half joking, but I'm pretty much serious. Like actually, it's a weird thing. The more the chaos escalates, like I get uncomfortable. I get anxiety when we have like low grade chaos, when it just sort of plateaus.
Yeah,
You know,
stability.
like
So you're allergic to stability. Well, and I think that for us, it especially
escalation. I want escalation.
well, and for you guys, Shane, I mean, you are at heart, you know, you've come up in the finance world, right? And you know, and obviously parlayed into, you know, digital assets and everything else. So for you, volatility has always been the biggest driver of success, right? So it's like, you know, volatility is where the opportunity lies. And I think for Drew,
You
it's
know,
the same.
stoner.ai, that's where the opportunity lies. If there's anybody that needs AI, it's stoners. You know what I'm saying? It's like stoner.ai is like, I mean, talk about low hanging fruit business opportunity. Like
Yeah.
$500, stoner.ai. And, you know, like it's good. It could be a reminder, it could be a to do list, it could be like just on repeat. Like you put an alarm on, it's like your wife telling you, you know, are you high again? You know what I'm saying? You could do all kinds of things.
Like the diary.
See, he's sharing right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's
Solve some of these systemic issues. Let's eliminate the grift. Let's execute the grifters. And then we can start helping other people around the world.
I hear you. Let's just get to it quickly because there are people that need help. And
just
and
solve
the
it.
saying, real quick, the saying is a hit.
It'll be shocking how much of the
Hold on.
oppression in Africa changes, how much all the other stuff changes. Like you'll be shocked when we shut off the tap to the grifters
That is
at
my-
how many problems suddenly
Dear
solve
listeners,
themselves.
I apologize.
Your fault, Shane. And by the way, the saying is that a hit dog will holler, and it just means that people that like are affected by something, you know, will often, you know, be the first to react defensively. So that's where it's like, you know, like you said, the people screaming and yelling are the people that are like, you know, the guilty ones. And that's what that's all about. But yes, hey, look, I think we're all on the same page. People who need help, we want to help. It needs to be the right way. We got to get rid of the waste. We got to get rid of the grift. And if this is the way that it has to happen, it's uncomfortable. It's unfortunate. Hopefully, it won't be too negatively impactful for the people who, you know, who need it. You know. So anyway, with that, I think we've covered enough ground. We got some domain talk sandwiched in here. Thanks to everybody, to the 3 people that are still watching. I want to say thank you guys. To the rest of the audience, thank you as well. You're the reason that we're here. Without you, there's no us. And we hope you enjoyed the show today. Thank you so much to my co-hosts. As always, you guys are the best. Taking the time to educate and share, it really means a lot. And yeah, and that's about it, man. But I think we're good. We're good for today. But we'll see everybody here next time on Domain Sherpa, where all roads lead to domains and sometimes a bunch of other stuff. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.